We've been conditioned to believe that in anime, suffering is a currency. You put in the pain, you endure the isolation, and in return, the universe grants you power. It's the ultimate escapist lie. That if you grind hard enough through your training arc, you will finally become untouchable. But the greatest psychological stories ever written don't treat power as a reward. They treat it as a tragedy. Tragedy. When we look at stories like Vinland Saga or Tokyo Ghoul, the traditional training arc is completely inverted. These authors aren't showing you how a boy becomes a man through strength. They're showing you how the obsession with becoming strong enough to protect yourself or get revenge is the exact thing that destroys your humanity. Today we're tearing down the myth of the training arc and analyzing the terrifying psychological cost of getting exactly what you thought you wanted. Let's start with Thorfinn. By shonen standards, his early life is a dream setup. He spends a decade in the ultimate, brutal training arc under Askeladd. He grows faster, hits harder, and becomes a lethal shadow on the battlefield. He does the dirty work. He earns the stats. But look at what the narrative actually does with that strength. His power gives him absolutely nothing. It doesn't bring his father back. It doesn't grant him peace. In fact, his hyperfixation on the physical grind acts as a psychological coping mechanism. As long as he's swinging a knife, he doesn't have to confront the reality of his grief. The tragedy of Thorfinn's first arc isn't that he fails to get revenge, it's that he succeeded in becoming a perfect weapon, only to realize that a weapon has no purpose when the hand guiding it drops dead. His strength doesn't liberate him, it paralyzes him. It paralyzed his development as a human being for 10 whole years. If Thorfinn shows us the futility of the grind, Kaneki Ken shows us the horror of the transformation. The Jason torture sequence is widely misunderstood as the moment Kaneki levels up, quote unquote. In the fandom, it's celebrated. We make edits of it. We love the iconic hair color shift and the sudden burst of overwhelming, cathartic violence. We view it, as his triumph over his oppressor. But reading into the lines, it's not all that simple. It's a psychological suicide. Kaneki doesn't become strong because he overcomes his trauma. He becomes strong because he succumbs to it. To survive the torture, Kaneki has to cannibalize his own identity. He adopts the philosophy of his torturer, that the weak are trampled and only the strong survive. His training arc is just the systematic dismantling of his empathy. When he steps out of that room with white hair, he hasn't gained control. He's just built a monstrous, unfeeling armor around a terrified, broken child. The power he obtains doesn't protect his friends. It slowly isolates him from them, dragging him deeper into a cycle of self-destruction where he becomes the very monster he feared. So why do these deconstructions resonate with us so much? Because they often mirror a real-world psychological truth that we often ignore. Physical capabilities cannot fix a fractured psyche. They just can't. Notice when the real growth happens in these stories. For Thorfinn, his actual training arc doesn't involve a sword at all. It happens when he's a slave, stripped of his weapons, forced to clear a forest with his bare hands. His true battle isn't against an enemy army. It's against the ghost of his past in his nightmares. The real triumph isn't learning how to inflict pain. It's learning how to bear your own pain without passing it on to the world. It's the realization that true strength is vulnerability. the willingness to put down the armor. Even when the world is cruel, and just rebuild your humanity from scratch. We love the fantasy of the power-up because it's easy. It's simple to lift weights, run miles, or even learn a technique. However, it's terrifyingly hard to look inwards and fix what's actually broken. Next time you watch a protagonist undergo a brutal transformation, ask yourself this: are they actually growing, or are they just hiding behind a bigger sword? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which character do you think suffered the most under the trapped idea of strength? And please do like and subscribe if this video gave you a somewhat new perspective. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I'll see y'all in the next one.